Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Tackles, tackles.
19 target, 19 target.
Jackson.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
51 to Mike. Go, defense wins championships, baby.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Me and you. It's just me and you. Watch that. Dragon 60. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed to, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On the carry.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
59, Mike the 59.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Switch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one deep for it. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Washington, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Antonio Gibson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Washington.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what'll be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To Nick Chubb.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Washington.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin, his second
Washington.
touchdown on the season.
Justin
And
Hopkins
Washington
on 40
has
extra
made
points.
this a one-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our
Makes the
score
score
14-7.
14. Washington 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 6.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 50. 57. Double dog. That's the way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Jackson from the shotgun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin,
Touchdown,
77
Washington.
yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there from McCaffrey. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Washington 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. 60 back, 60 back.
And this time, Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's brought down
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch the screen. 49, check 49. 70,
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the gun, Jackson slings this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to make this a close game again. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
57.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll look to throw again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Wow,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Back to throw again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They're running it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Check, 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 check.
Here's McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 17. He's coming. We got double
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. D'Ernest Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Eifert has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Washington 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He spins free, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
To David Njoku.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6. At the 27-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Washington.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 57's Mike. Come on. Hey, check Mike.
throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson will throw again. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Washington 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
You cannot
yards.
write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
On the carry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And the Washington first down.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 61 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
He
scrimmage.
continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Today's final score, Panthers 56, Washington 35.